TGIF, happy Friday everyone. It's a 21 News Chief Meteorologist Eric Wilhelm here with weather for Weather Geeks. So we had some noisy thunderstorms here and there late this afternoon, but thankfully no severe weather here locally. Temperatures overachieved just enough today to give us our 6th 80-degree day in the month of April. It'll be our final one, and that's the most 80-degree temperatures we've seen in April since 2010. So 80 was the warm number this afternoon. That low this morning was just 63. Now, we won't set a daily maximum or warmest low temperature, I should say, because it'll be cooler than 63 by midnight tonight. But it was a very warm morning and a toasty afternoon. The record out of reach at 85 set in 1985. No severe weather locally. We had one report of wind damage near I-71 near the Mansfield area, and I saw some video of some pretty big hailstones down towards Columbus with a 50-mile-per-hour wind gust reported at Ohio State University, and hailstones maybe up to 1 inch in diameter, especially on the northwestern side of Columbus around the Dublin area. But thankfully, things are winding down this evening. I'm recording this video at about 7:10, and we still have a few claps of thunder, especially north of Interstate 80 in Trumbull County. But the severe weather threat appears to be over with for now and probably for at least a week, if not 10 days or more. The overall risk today was fairly low because while the atmosphere was warm, it was not very unstable, and that's partly because we didn't have much moisture to deal with. Dew points in the 50s, higher than they've been lately, but still, for widespread severe weather, you'd like your dew points to be a little bit higher than this, at least 60 or so. And so the instability's been pretty middling across the area. We've had a couple of severe storm reports in central and north central Ohio, but that is about it. This was always kind of a low-end threat, and one thing for sure, it's turning cooler in a hurry. Compared to 24 hours ago, it's 18 degrees cooler at the Youngstown Warren Airport, and the numbers are quite a bit bigger off to our west. 22 degrees cooler than the 7 o'clock hour last evening in Columbus, 27 cooler in Indianapolis. All right, so showers are going to come and go as we go through the night tonight. Again, the severe weather risk appears to have diminished, and we'll just see some innocuous showers off and on tonight, maybe a rumble of thunder in spots. And I think we'll get off to a wet start tomorrow morning, and this will be the wettest part of the entire weekend. First thing in the morning on Saturday, I'm expecting then a lull in the action as we go towards midday on Saturday. So we may even see some sun Saturday afternoon. So if you have outdoor plans on Saturday, don't be deterred by the soggy, ugly start to the day. Yes, it's going to be cooler, but it's not going to rain all day. In fact, several hours where not much should happen weather-wise, midday, early afternoon. Then as the atmosphere becomes a little bit more unstable in the afternoon, right around 4 to 5 o'clock or so, there's probably going to be a scattering of showers. Now, this will be a game of chance, totally random, who gets one of these and who doesn't. But just know that there is that possibility that there will be a scattering of showers late in the afternoon and early in the evening. As we go towards the second half of the weekend, we'll probably start Sunday with some sun, but then it'll cloud up in the afternoon, scattering of showers, sprinkles in the afternoon. It's just going to be kind of raw and chilly Sunday afternoon. We'll stay in the 40s. Similar day coming up on Monday, probably not much more than a sprinkle Monday. Some morning sun followed by a fairly cloudy and cool afternoon. So the weekend forecast, not the atmosphere's finest work, that is for sure. Only 55 Saturday, and that's after dipping into the 40s around lunchtime. It's going to be a good 35 degrees cooler at lunchtime on Saturday as compared to Friday afternoon. Then a little sun will boost back up into the 50s, but still much cooler than 48 on Sunday. If you have some hanging baskets, if you care about some outdoor plants and vegetation, next week, a couple of pretty cold nights coming our way. Not real concerned about widespread frost Monday morning because I don't think it'll be completely clear. Better chance for frost Tuesday morning and maybe Wednesday morning as well. Daytime highs staying below the average. That being said, it's going to be a decent enough week. Not a drop of rain for most of the week, and temperatures climbing their way slowly through the 50s and into the 60s. And this cooler pattern has some staying power, probably taking us into at least the first week of May. So we're going to be below the average, it looks like, through at least probably May 5th. Beyond that, I don't see much in the modeling to suggest we're going to flip the pattern into a hot one after May 5th. And so it may be some time as we get into May before we see any sort of warmth that we've had, a few times in the last week or so. We've had a handful of 80-degree days in the last week and a half, and it doesn't look like odds are going to favor many of those, at least through the first week to 10 days or so of May. Thanks for watching tonight. Have a great weekend, everyone. Sorry the weather will be kind of lousy at times, but next week on Weather for Weather Geeks, we'll find all sorts of interesting things to talk about, even though the weather itself should be pretty quiet all week.